Alright guys, today we're going to be looking at a law of sines problem that's very common in high school and college trigonometry courses. The problem is find the distance from the gazebo to the dock. So simply we are finding this length right here. The trick to this question is, or the tricky part of this question is that we're only given one distance and it's not accompanied by our angle C. So the first step in this problem to get anywhere is we need to find the angle of C. The way we do that is we need to first find our angles A and B, and then we know there's 180 degrees in a triangle, right? So we subtract those two angles from 180 degrees, which will give us our angle C in the end. Fortunately, in this problem, we can start with A real easily. We want to find the angle of A, and the way we do that is we are given that there's 74 degrees from this vertical line to this end of the triangle, right? And we're also given that there's 28 degrees from this vertical line to this closer portion of the triangle. So the way that we find A is we just simply take 74 degrees and we subtract 28 degrees from that, right? And we're given, once we solve that, we get 46 degrees. Now the next step in this would be to find the angle of B. Let me write this in. We got 46 degrees there. The next step is we need to find the angle of B. So, once again, we are fortunate that we're given a lot of information. We have 74 degrees, and you're taught in pre-calculus that you can use the opposite adjacent angle you can use that 74 right here to fill that spot in. So we got 74 degrees from this end of the triangle to that vertical line. Notice how we're given a vertical line with 41 degrees and 74 within that vertical line and the triangle. So one thing we can do is we just take 180 degrees, we subtract 74 degrees, and we subtract 41 degrees. And that gives us 65 degrees for the angle of B. So we can write 65 degrees in at that spot. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to find angle C. Now, the way that we find angle C, as you were taught in previous courses as well, is you take 180 degrees, there's 180 degrees in a triangle, and you subtract our two other angles, 65 degrees for B and 74 degrees for A, and that gives us 69 degrees for angle C. So I'm going to put that in there. We got 69 degrees for angle C. Now comes into play the law of sines part. And the law of sines, as you guys probably already learned, is A over sine of A is equal to B over sine of B, which is equal to C over sine of C. So all we have to do is just plug stuff in at this point. We want to find this value here. We want to find the distance between the dock and the gazebo. The way to do that is simply just take, A over sine of A is equal to C over sine of C. We have the values for C that we need, right? We have the distance, which is 100 meters, and we also have the angle value, which is going to be, our sine of 69. So when we solve for that, remember we cross multiply, and then we have to divide. We get 100 times sine of 46 divided by the sine of 69. And that gives us 77 meters as our answer. Alright guys, if you have any more trig questions, calc, chemistry, pre-calculus, algebra, anything of that nature, please leave it in the comments below. Aside from that, you guys can subscribe and like this video, and I'll be sure to make more.